Yo, what's good, boys? My name is Bryson, also known as BG Prince, and pretty much for the past 11 months, I would just say a year, I've been grinding pretty much every single day, looking at charts, and trying to make this trading shit work for me, right? So, as you can see behind me, that is my old setup over there. Obviously, this is all taken out because I'm now in college. But yeah, that's pretty much where I put, damn near 1,500 hours into day trading, right? Just constantly charting and constantly, obsessing about this trading shit each and every single day, right? And I've been doing this for about 11 months now, and I'm just gonna talk a little bit about where I stand right now and what my position is, and my journey so far, right? So again, I started about 11 months ago, really getting into it. I saw a video on TikTok talking about, trading and shit like that. And soon enough, I got into TJR and then ICT. The rest is, history, right? But pretty much my entire life, I've never had, the average, dream job. I've never had that thought process of, wanting to grow up, go to college and get a job and work for the rest of my life, right? I've always known that, my life, it should be better than that, right? That's no way to live, especially doing something that you do not enjoy. And, people say, yeah, you can enjoy a job. I understand that. But, where I stand is I don't enjoy clocking into a job each and every single day. Having someone that bosses me around, even if I do have a good boss, right? I've never had a good boss, right? The two jobs I've worked, I've never had a good boss once. And from now on, I think I'll never work a job again. I'm in college now. I saved up enough money. I got money in crypto right now. And, I think that will last me, till the end of my college, to the point where I don't have to work a job ever again, because I have 2 years to lock into this shit. And I'll make it work, right? But so yeah, I've never really had that process, the same thought process as everyone else. Get a job, go to work, and then pretty much just work for the rest of my life. I've never wanted to do that, right? So trying to get into drop shipping and possibly making a marketing agency, I didn't really find the same passion for that as I did with trading, right? When I started trading, it was like a whole new ball game, right? It was something where I could sit in my room all day, which I already did because I played countless hours, 10, 11 hours a day, or playing video games and Ark and Rust and shit like that. I would just spend countless hours each and every single day. Pretty much my entire life, I've done that. And, that obsession of video games, it kind of rolled over into my trading, right, to the point where I could trade and I can look at charts and I can study data and collect data for 8 to 9 hours a day, nonstop, each and every single day, no breaks, right? And, once I found trading, man, it was just something that I understood, that it's an algorithm, right? From the jump, ICT talks about it being an algorithm. And I realized that it's a time game. Trading is a time game, just like anything else. You need to spend time. You need to spend hours and hours and hours to get good at something, right? To master something, right? I'm never going to master trading, right? You're never going to win every single trade. No matter how long you've been in this game, you will never win every single trade. And I understand that, right? But I can make a living off of this. I can make a very good living off of this. And I can impact people's lives, which is something that I've always wanted to do, right? I've never wanted to, get a job and, impact someone's life, through accounting, help a business out through accounting. You're not really changing someone's life. You're not getting that direct feedback from that person saying, thank you so much, you changed my life, because it's not. You're just accounting, right? If I learn how to trade and I've learned all this stuff, about myself, and I've improved myself constantly each and every single day, right? For the past year, right? I've learned so much about myself, and that's something that I can, teach others and help others. And soon enough, my trading, I've already been helping people with trading, and they've found results through me, right? Me and my boy Phoenix, I get messages all the time thanking us for, how much we've helped them, especially with their psychology and their trading and their technicals. And I'm not even funded yet. I'm working towards it, and I will get there soon. But, impacting someone's life, man, that's something that I've always wanted to be able to do. I've always wanted to wake up in the morning and see multiple messages DM to me saying, "Thank you, dude. Like I just got fun in my first account. Like this is going to change my life because I'm actually changing people's lives. That is my goal. I want to change my own life, change the people around me, and change their lives, as well as change other people online. Right? Change their lives and improve the world, help the world." Yeah. So once I found trading through TikTok and all that, the first month or two, I wasn't fully locked in because I didn't understand how much work it would really take for me to understand this stuff. And so I got to a point where I realized, like, the more work I put in, the quicker results I will get, right? So from there on out, I put 5 to 6 hours a day for multiple months until I realized, this summer I can really fucking lock in. I can put more than 8 hours a day into, looking at charts and studying, like perfecting my model, right? Learning this shit, right? Learning about bias, all this different stuff. And, that's exactly what I did. This is the exact room I was in, right? For one whole year, pretty much. Just grinding my ass off each and every single day. Not taking a day off, right? Because that's another day that, I can improve on. That I can improve my trading, that I can improve as a person. And if I miss that day, someone else out there is going to be ahead of me. Right, so I always kept that in my mind. So, constantly just grinding it out. I'm now at the point where, I'm in college and, I have found my model. Right? I have found my model 100%. And this summer I struggled a lot with my model because I bought my first funded account after 5 months of paper trading and demo trading to just, understand the concepts and just take it slow, right? I took the slow approach, and that's what many of you should do. And, I bought my first funded account with TopStep, and I was $300 away from passing that account. And I was pretty much using someone else's model, nothing really different than his. I was just pretty much copying it. I was taking, trades on my own, but it was pretty much his model. Like nothing about it was mine, right? Nothing was unique about it. It was just his. It was Dodgy DD. And I just grinded his content out and then just took pretty much the same exact trades as he did. Not copy trading him again, like not watching his streams or anything. But, taking the trades just by myself, but it was just his model, right? And I got the break-even strategy that he uses is very weird, right? And for a while, I was doing very, very well this summer. And I was about 5 or 6 months into trading. And I thought I figured it all out, right? So I started telling my friends and everything about, I'm going to get funded soon. I'm going to start making money, this and that. And that was the worst mistake that I've ever made in my life, right? And, that sent me down a spiral, right? Because I changed one thing. About my break-even strategy in that model. And it threw me down a spiral in my trading, right? I went from $300 away from passing the 50K account, the combine, to blowing the account completely. All right, so shortly after this, that the rest of the summer pretty much, that next month or month and a half, I pretty much put 8 to 9, 10 hours a day, just figuring out what the fuck I was going through. And this is the area that I talk about all the time, the gray zone, right? Where you have, you thought you figured it all out and then you hit that wall. And, this is where the majority of people quit, right? And this is where a lot of y'all guys are. And I'm telling you right now, do not quit. Do not be that person that quits. You have put so much time into this already. What is the point in turning back around, right? You need to do some deep introspection into yourself and really figure out, what is the point in even quitting, right? How much do you really want this? All right, you're willing to pretty much risk everything, right? Risk all of your time as a teenager, if you are a teenager. Risk all of your time, all the time that you could be out partying, spending times with friends, all this shit. You're risking your childhood for this. So you can better your future and better, people around you. Right? So you need to really do some deep reflection. And that is what I did, right? I went on monk mode for multiple months, on and off, right? And I really found, what was going on in my trading. And it was not only until the end, it was pretty much until the end of the summer where I really figured out what I was doing wrong in my technicals and what I needed to continue looking for. And from there on, it's been a pretty solid I had a pretty solid understanding of my model and of my draw on liquidity each and every single day, and improving my patience, all this stuff. It's just all a bunch of small little golden nuggets along the way that I have now figured out, what I was doing wrong. Right, because I went through 2 months, pretty much the entire summer. It was like the first 2 weeks of summer that I was doing really, really well, and I almost passed the account. And then after that, it's pretty much a month and a half, 2 months. I pretty much lost every single trade of every single month. Right, I went through. I think I counted it. It was like 25 or 30 losing trades within a month and a half. Right, and I blew the account. And then I decided to buy 2 more accounts, and now I'm doing pretty well in that account. But that's besides the point. But I really need to hammer it into y'all's heads. Jeez, bro. To not quit, bro. Because now I realize that, that shit was tough as fuck. I had days that I cried. I'm trying to be as complete or transparent as possible right now. I had literal days that I cried about this shit. And because I thought I was so close. And I was putting in so much fucking work. So much work every single day. Voice crack. Every single day. I was putting in so much work. And I wasn't getting any results. Right, but you have to go through that period of realizing, I'm not going to get any results right now. But I'm still going to do it. Right, and that's going to make you different than everyone else. That's what's going to make you profitable in the end. That is what's going to make you successful in this game. Right, and from there on, I just grinded my ass off, figured out what was wrong with my strategy. And now I'm at the point, in my trading where I believe, I'm not going to say that I figured everything out. And I'm making sure I don't make the same mistakes as last time. I am voice cracking so fucking much. Holy, okay. I'm literally 19, bro, and I'm still having voice cracks. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, so I was just really, I was just lost, bro. I was putting in so much work, and I just couldn't understand what I was doing wrong. Figured my shit out, finally. And now I'm at that point in my trading where, again, I don't feel like I've figured everything out. I don't want to say that. I don't want to think that. Because obviously I don't know everything. But I have a consistent model that consistently works. Right? Obviously there's going to be losing streaks, losing days. But I believe that my shit works now. And the way that I'm reading price and the way that I'm, going into each day, predicting the market, especially in these bad conditions that we're in right now, these end of the summer months, it just proves that I'm beginning to really figure this out. And if I continue doing what I'm doing and continue to improve my psychology along the way and my technicals, that, I will figure it out. But, I'm in this place right now. I'm only in this place right now because I pushed through that gray zone. I pushed through that period with no progress, with nights of just wondering what I'm doing right now. No clue where I'm at in my trading. No clue, like, all the people around me asking, oh, bro, you've been at it for 10 months and you still haven't made money? Right, not everyone is asking that, but I had a few people that have asked me that, in the past couple months. And all I can say is, bro, I'm still working at it, man. I'm still doing it. Still trying to figure it out. I promise you, bro, please just do not give up. Just keep on pushing through it, bro. I promise you, you give it a few months. If you consistently grind your ass off, I promise you will figure it out. And you will be so glad that you never turned around and walked back to that path that you were originally taking. right? And right now, I'm not funded yet, and I'm not making consistent money. I'm not going to make money at all. I still haven't made any money. 10.5 months later. The average person wouldn't do that. They would think I would be insane if I said that, right? Putting so much time into something, and you're still not making any money, people would have quit by now. But this is why, this niche is so hard. All right, and this is why, there's limited people that are able to do this and make it work. All right. So I hope you all enjoyed today's video. A bit of just a rant about, what's going on, what has happened. And yeah, so I do have a Discord in the description. It's called Creed. Me and the boys, we're always in the, voice chat and shit, talking about psychology, going over trades. I do a little bit of live trading as well in there. And, I have Notion templates in there as well, and they are free to use. Spent hours on them, working on them. I'm really about to work on one right after this, talking about psychology. I don't know the topic yet, but I know it's going to be psychology. But we got like concepts and all that in there as well. So, if y'all want to join up in that, we'll be glad to have y'all there. I'll leave that in the description. And, be the best man today so you can be a better man tomorrow. Peace out, boys.